Hi everyone, this is a video of listening, speaking and pronunciation part for the Capstone project number 2 for the TESOL certification. So hi student, how are you today? Today we have some interesting information new that we're going to learn today. So sometimes when we met new people, they tell us a lot of new information about themselves, right? Probably about their country or what they like to do or some personal information. But sometimes we don't really pay attention or we just forget about it. So when that happens, we need to ask some questions, some follow-up questions to check if what they say is correct or was incorrect. So we're going to learn how to ask these tiny questions. But first, I want you to please listen carefully to this information that I'm going to tell you about my friend. So, you need to pay attention because later you're going to have to tell me some follow-up questions about this friend of mine, okay? So, here are some facts about herself. First, she's from Canada. Canada is in land size bigger than the US. The most common languages in Vancouver are, anyone can guess? English and Chinese. Exactly, very good. The Rocky Mountains are in both Canada and the US. And the city in Canada with the largest population is Toronto, and Vancouver is a part in Canada called British Columbia. So, these facts about my friend that I just told you, do you remember all those facts? That's right. So we sometimes forget or didn't really pay that much attention, right? So we want to ask them again to check if the information that we retain is correct or maybe it's incorrect. So what I'm going to do is to ask a really simple question. Remember that I told you that she is from where? Canada, exactly. So I'm going to ask this very simple question to my friend. You're Canadian, aren't you? So, this is what we call a tag question. So, what is a tag question? It's just a follow-up questions to check if the information that we have is correct or maybe we are wrong. So, as you can see here, we have the statement, you are Canadian, and right next to it, followed by a comma, you have this small tag question that says, aren't you? So what can you notice? What can you notice about this? The first statement here, is it positive or is it negative? What can you tell me? Exactly, it's positive. Very good. What about the tag question? It's negative. That means that if the statement, you're Canadian, is positive, then the tag question must be negative. Exactly, very good. And the opposite, right? If the statement is in negative, you aren't Canadian, the tag question is going to be positive. Are you? Good. Now, there's one more fact that you need to realize. What is the tense that we're using here? Who can tell me? We're using present simple exactly. So, if the statement is in present simple, verb to be, the tag question is going to be also in present simple. If the statement is in past, the tag question is going to be in past. Exactly. If it's in present perfect, the tag question is going to be in present perfect. Exactly. Very good, students. So remember that we ask this follow-up questions to check if the new information that we receive and we retain is correct or maybe it isn't correct. So now, we are going to listen to these 5 sentences, and I want you to please pay really close attention to the intonation and the pronunciation of the follow-up question. It means the tag question. So here we go.
You're from Canada, aren't you? 2.
You're from Canada, aren't you?
3. You don't know much about Canada, do you? 4.
There are 50 states in the U.S., aren't there?
5. People talk differently in Australia, don't they?
So, we had these 5 statements with the tag questions there. What did you notice about this? Who can tell me? Good. In some tag questions, your voice went up, and in some tag questions, your voice went down. That is because if you're not really sure of the information that you got, your intonation is going to go down. For example, if we don't know if this person is really Canadian, I'm going to say, "You're Canadian, aren't you?" So my voice went down because I'm not sure of the information that I got. Now, if I am sure about the information but still I want to check, then my intonation is going to go up. So, "You're Canadian, aren't you?" See? So, the intonation of our voice can go up if we are sure but we want to check, or it can go down if we're not sure about the answer and we need the person to tell us again. So what I want you to do now is to please repeat these sentences once again. So we're going to listen and then repeat. Good, very good, students. Now that you have repeated these questions and practice your pronunciation, I want you to please get in pairs and remember that I told you that you probably are going to need to remember the information that I told you about my friend in Canada. So please, now that you're in pairs, I want you to ask follow-up questions, tag questions to see if the information that you retain is correct or if it's incorrect. So for example, you're going to tell, in land size, Canada is bigger than the US, isn't it? Right, like that. So please, start with this exercise and practice with each other. Thank you.